Okay, so it is time for my week 3 reading vlog. Oh my gosh, midweek reading vlog. And I just want to say that I apologize for not doing a midweek reading vlog last week. Things were really chaotic, and then this week you have a midweek reading vlog, but it's coming to you late. So we're going to get there. Hopefully next week we'll have a midweek reading vlog, and it might even come early next week. We'll see how we go. But let's talk about what I've been reading this week, because despite a lot of other things that have been going on behind the scenes, I've been having a really good and very enjoyable third reading week. My reading this month has just been amazing. I'm so proud of my May choices for my May TBR. So let's get into what I've been reading this week, starting off with Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This is arguably my favourite of all the Harry Potter books in the entire series. I love this book, and I loved it again upon reread, and it was just so much fun. I love so much about this, and I'm trying to be mindful of spoilers, but this third book is Harry's third year at Hogwarts, and some really interesting things go down, and oh my god, there's just so much I want to say, but I don't know what's a spoiler and what's not. um, okay, I'm going to read the blurb. So, it says, Harry Potter, along with his best friends Ron and Hermione, is about to start his third year at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Harry can't wait to get back to school after the summer holidays. Who wouldn't if they lived with the horrible Dursleys? But when Harry gets to Hogwarts, the atmosphere is intense. Is tense, I should say. There's an escaped mass murderer on the loose, and the sinister prison guards of Azkaban have been called in to guard the school. Ooh, so yes, so good, and the way that that is dealt with, the prisoner and everything to do with that whole story arc is just so much fun. And Harry has his third new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, because every year he gets a new one, and this one is the best one they've had so far, so he's pretty cool. Hermione has an amazing character arc. It is just so good. Now, I have already reviewed this book, and so you can check that out over in my playlist, my Harry Potter playlist. And yeah, just so much fun. 5 stars. Always good to go back to this world, and I'll be going back to Harry Potter world again very, very soon. But let's move on to the second book that I've been reading this week. And that is this book, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, the first book in the Percy Jackson series by Rick, I think it's Riordan or something. I've been saying it wrong all this time by saying Riordan, and I do apologise, but it looks like it's spelled Riordan, but it's Riordan or something. Anyway, so in March I read the Heroes of Olympus, The Lost Hero, which is the second Riordan book series, the series that's written after the Percy Jackson series. So there are 5 books in the Percy Jackson series, and then after that you have the Lost Hero series, and I read the first one randomly. I saw this book, picked it up, knew nothing about it, read it, gave it 5 stars, it was amazing, and I could either have continued on with the Lost Hero series by picking up the second book, or I could start from the beginning and read Percy Jackson, which is a much loved series, just like Harry Potter is a much loved series, although I don't think this one is as well known, but it is very loved. And I can see why. I had a lot of fun reading this book. It definitely gave me the Lost Hero vibes in many ways. It's just that Percy Jackson, the character, does not actually feature in the Lost Hero. So it was nice to actually get to know Percy, the original character of this whole world in this book. So it was great to do that. And the book, all in all, was really amazing. Rick Riordan, it's going to take a while to get used to saying it that way. Rick Riordan is very good at intertwining all of the wealth of knowledge that he has on Greek and Roman mythology and piecing and parceling it out throughout his books to make them so much fun. And this one was just so much fun to read. My one slight criticism of this book is that there are lulls in this book which are noticeable, and I didn't appreciate that. Look, I love reading middle grade books, and Harry Potter is middle grade as well. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is middle grade as well. But I like middle grades that don't have lulls, and this one has moments where next to nothing's going on. It's just really mundane, and I don't like that. In saying that, there are some very high action scenes and moments that I really did appreciate. I will most likely be doing a review on this book, but I will most likely also be putting it to a voting poll in the Passion for Books Facebook group. So you guys can vote again on which one you want me to review. But I enjoyed myself. I ended up giving this book 4 stars because I think that is what it did deserve. I think it is a good book, but I also think it does have its faults here and there. So there's no way I could have gone lower than 4 stars, but I also couldn't go to 5 stars with this one just because of the lulls that are there. But I am looking forward to the second one, and we'll see how we go. I might pick up the second one in June. We'll see. And if I don't, maybe in July. Who knows? Maybe I can read Percy Jackson once every second month. We'll see how we go. But all in all, for what it was, I enjoyed myself. It is my first non-5-star rating, but I'm only bumped down by 1 star to 4. So it's still a really pleasurable reading month so far. And finally, we have Divergent by Veronica Roth. I started this book, was it yesterday? Yes, I started reading this book yesterday, and I have read a little bit more today, and I'll probably read some more after this. I'm currently up to page 105, so chapter 10, and I'm enjoying myself. I have seen the film a few times, and I love that the film is a dystopian that has all these different factions, and I'm so intrigued by all these factions that are in this world, and I want to spend some more time in Canada. I'm just being honest because I just love that faction. But anyway, but yeah, so it was always going to be enjoyable. I thought it would anyway. Always be enjoyable to read this book, and it is. It's really fun to not only be able to reread the book that inspired the film that I love so much, but also, as I've said with my Harry Potter review, one of the greatest things about books, there are many great things, but one of the greatest things about books compared to films is that books will take you inside the thoughts and the mind of the characters, and so it's great to read what Triss is thinking, which we don't see in the film what she's thinking. But yeah, I've really been enjoying myself with this book. So for those of you who have read this book before, or if you have seen the film, Triss has chosen the faction that she's going into, and she's working through the initiates stage of that faction at the moment. So yeah, it's been great. I've really been enjoying it, and I have no complaints at all. So we'll see how we go. I mean, I don't want to tempt the fates too much that, the next book I pick up becomes a 1 star, but so far I've enjoyed each and every book that I've picked up that I haven't DNF'd. I think I've DNF'd 2 books. Yes, I've DNF'd 2 books so far this month, but every other book has just been so good. Oh my god. So I am going to put up a voting poll. Excuse the lovely tassel there. I'm going to put up a voting poll between these 2 books, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief and Divergent, on Passion for Books. You guys can vote for which one you want to see me do a review on, and I will do a review on whichever one you guys end up opting for. But that is where we are for this week, for the middle of week 3 in May 2020. I've read Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and I gave it 5 stars. I finally read the first Percy Jackson book, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, and gave it 4 stars, and I am about a fifth of the way through Divergent, and I'm enjoying it very much. So my plan now for the rest of the week, excuse me, is to finish off Divergent, and then next week I will be getting into Harry Potter and the fourth book. Do you like that? Harry Potter and the Fourth Book by J.K. Rowling. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Yes, it is. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire on Monday. Or Sunday. It'll be Sunday or Monday. And what am I reading after that? I don't even know. But we'll talk about that when we get to the end of the week. It's already been pre-planned, and if you've seen my May TBR, you already know what I'm reading before I do, because it's all there. But anyway, we'll talk about that when we get to the end of the week. But the wrap-up of the first half of week 3 of May 2020 is that I'm really enjoying myself. I've had an absolute blast with everything I've been reading, and I'm just so grateful. It's so nice to have so many 5-star books and have the lowest rated book so far only be 4 stars. I mean, it's just been an amazing month. For my birthday month to go this well, I'm just really happy. So I think I'll leave that there, you guys. But have you read any of these books yourself? What did you think of them? Certainly let me know in the comments section below. I post videos every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday, and I'll see you again very soon. Mwah. Happy reading. Bye, guys. Bye.